Good evening, everyone. The Board of Appeals is now in session. Today is May 10th, 2017. Welcome. The first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. And can I call for a motion for the approval of the February 8th, 2017 minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for the February 2017, February 8th, 2017 minutes.
Second.
Do we have any discussion on the minutes? Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, 4-0. We also have the April 12th, 2017 minutes. Can I call for an approval of the April 12th, 2017 minutes? Call for a motion.
Since I was the only one here, do I have to make the motion, or can anyone?
I think anyone can make the motion.
Anyone can make the motion.
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead, Gary.
Well, so I make a motion to approve the minutes for April 12th, 2017.
And can I have a second?
Second?
Do we have any discussion? Robert or I? Okay, hearing none, let me call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those abstaining?
Abstaining.
Abstaining. Okay, so the vote is 2 say aye, 2 abstain. The motion passes. All right. The third item on our agenda tonight is the administrative review resolution. And I want to state that this is a continuation of this matter, which is BOA 7462-2016, Aaron Rosenzweig, 1 Thorburn Road, R90 medium density residential zone, continued from March 8th, 2017. And so what we have in front of us is a draft resolution of what we're going to discuss tonight. Okay, so what I'm going to ask for now, Caroline, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
I just had a couple of very minor edits. If you want me to go through them first, I can, or we can do them at the end, whichever you
Okay, what's the
prefer.
pleasure of the board? Would you like to hear from staff?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, so,
Please go ahead.
and I do have the actual Word document available, so if we get into anything that we want actual substantive changes, we can do that in real time, and I'll put it up on the screen. But in the meantime,
Okay.
my suggested changes are extremely minor. On page 1, the third line under the opinion, it should be planning and code administration, not enforcement, which I should know because that's my department.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. Page 7, the third paragraph, the last full line, it just says, we just need to delete the part that says the court said.
Okay.
Those are my changes.
There's just one other editing change, my fault. When I copied the text of section 24-167, which is on page 4,
Okay.
there was a hyperlink, and so there's an underlining in the middle that if we're editing anyway, we should
Okay.
just take out.
Okay.
Under number 3.
Number two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Section 24 is 167.
And I'd like to recognize Ms. Alyssa Levin, who is our Board of Appeals attorney for this administrative review. Thank you, Ms. Levin.
You're welcome.
Okay. We should have any additional discussion points from the board on this resolution?
As long as we're addressing extremely minor proofreading edits, just a couple of suggestions. On page 5,
Okay.
the bottom, the footnote that gets dropped, the one should probably be
Yeah,
superscript
I got those.
1.
I should
Yeah.
have mentioned that. Both the footnotes need to have the superscripts.
And then I've read the actual paragraph on page 12 that is the resolution, even out loud. and I can't seem to figure out
Okay.
subject and verb agreement in a couple of places.
Okay.
So,
Oh, my.
So I think in the second line, it should say that before the, and then instead of and it is in the last line, it should just say be, so that the petition da-da-da-da, or either be or is denied in either case, just the.
Start, what, do you want to?
Yeah, let me read it out loud how I think it should read.
Okay.
Okay,
Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Appeals of the City of Gaithersburg on the 10th day of May 2017, that case BOA 7462-2016, that the petition of Aaron Rosenzweig requesting administrative review of an official notice to correct violations in accordance with section 19.9AB and 24.167 of the City Code, requiring the petitioner to remove a fence constructed within city right-of-way and in violation of fence permit, etc., is denied, or be denied, or something.
So I think that usually the reason the and is there is
Yeah.
that what probably got dropped, and it doesn't matter, you can delete the and, but it ordinarily says something like be and hereby is, or
Be and
something
hereby.
like that.
That works great for me too.
So
I just kept
You
reading
can
it.
put be in or delete and it,
Yeah,
either way works.
I'll add the B.
The denied being the
being the operative.
important part.
Yeah.
And so also notice in the part that you read where this reference was to section 19-9A, paren B, there's a 9 instead of a paren.
Oh, there is?
I pulled up my version for my.
Oh, I may have fixed it
Okay.
before.
Okay.
and so Alyssa, could you read that last sentence again? Okay, well, I guess the last part, starting with in violation of the fence permit. Fence 6992-2014, be and
Be.
hereby is denied?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Any other discussion points? Here.
No, the only thing I'll say is I think, as I think about what the discussion was that we had and the narrow question that we needed to address, I think we are right in that kind of target spot, right? That there was a narrow question that is the subject of the administrative review, and that this resolution addresses that question as we have discussed and I think resolved in our previous meetings.
I agree.
Absolutely, yep, I agree as well.
And I think also too, as it's stated on page 11 of the draft resolution here, is that the Board of Appeals is in agreement with both the petitioner and the respondent that multiple mistakes were made in the construction and approval of the fence. And then to your point that you just made, that we had a very narrow focus to look at in addressing this administrative appeal.
Right, and at the point that I think many members of the Board of Appeals expressed sympathy and empathy with the situation, but also needed to kind of circumscribe our discussion to what we needed to focus on.
Yes. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, I'll want to call for a motion to adopt, and please add with the noted changes as discussed here this evening.
Do we need a
You
motion
do.
to just close discussion first or anything like that?
I think this was just a discussion part. We're just in the period. Do we need to close the discussions? I think we're.
I don't think you need a formal,
Okay.
a motion to close discussion because it's not a hearing.
Great.
But you will need a vote on the.
Yep. Okay, so I'll make a motion that the Board of Appeals adopt the draft resolution of denial for administrative review, BOA-7462-20116 as amended.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
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 The motion passes 4-0. Okay, also before the board this evening, we have another item from staff, correspondence. Would you like to share a little bit more, Caroline?
I just included the Rob Emard's resignation in
Okay.
your package, so that's all that was. So he will be sadly leaving the board, but will still be with serving the city as staff. And we will hopefully have a new board member soon. We had interviews for that position, so hopefully by the next meeting, we'll have somebody new.
Okay.
And we will be having another meeting. The next meeting is June 14th,
Flag Day.
Flag Day.
Okay, there we go. All
That
right.
is true.
Do we have any other discussion from the board this evening or staff? All right, well, can I call for a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the May 10th, 2017 meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.